Hey you guys, this is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted, and I'm reminded that when it comes to farming, Joel Salatin said this once, timing is everything, right? And so unfortunately, because I was sick for 2 weeks, my fall crops didn't really get started well, and so that means I might have a terrible fall garden, and then going into winter, I garden all winter. So that's a bummer, but you know, you just have to move forward. So I want to show you guys, I never got to show you what happened with the soil blocks and the Jiffy planting system. As you can see, there was really low germination with the soil blocks. So that was a bummer because I really wanted it to work. Morning glory came up, and then some sweet peas, and not a lot else. And then over here, the Jiffy planting system, a lot more came up. The germination was a lot better. I asked my friend that tried to talk me into using soil blocks what I did wrong, and he said that when you like punch a hole in the soil block and you put your seed in, he said then fill that with peat moss instead of filling it back in like I did with the block. I kind of scratched, you know, the block together and pressed down. So he said that gets to like pack down. So go ahead and just sprinkle peat moss over the whole thing and let them come up that way. So I'm gonna plant these again today and see if that doesn't help with the germination. But I did buy something that I think might be a mix of both systems and might really work out for me. I'll show you. I bought these trays from Bootstrap Farmer. As you can see, they're just little compartments, and I can water from the bottom because they've got holes in the bottom. And they're really hardy. They look like they're gonna last me year after year. And I also bought some trays to put them in so I can water in the trays. So I'm thinking that this might be my solution to my planting system. It's gonna be reusable, so that's the main problem I have with the Jiffy planting system. It wasn't reusable. And I don't have to make the soil blocks. I can just use like some soil mix. It's a little bit lighter, so I think germination will be better. So I am gonna plant the rest of my fall crops in these. So my broccolis, my cauliflower, my kales. So I think that'll do well. So I will let you know. I wanna pop some of these little fall crops in, like my sweet peas, and my morning glories, and my Swiss chard. And I've got some lettuce, and carrots, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, first I have to fertilize my beds, because remember, it's all about the soil. So that's what we're gonna be doing this morning. We are gonna be scooping the poop and putting it on the beds. Join us. So the prophet is out here, is gonna help me today, and we are gonna scoop the poop from under the rabbit hutches. This is the advantage of having animals on your homestead. They really help fertilize your garden. Before I had animals in my homestead, by animals I mean chickens and rabbits, my garden was just so-so. But when I started adding the animal manure and adding the chicken to the compost, it really started to rock. That's when it really took off, and I really started being able to produce food for my family. So yeah, if you don't have animals, maybe you can at least have a rabbit, and rabbit manure can go straight on the garden. You don't have to compost it. It's really cool. So my chickens have kind of worked around under my rabbit hutches and scooted it out, so we're just gonna, oh, and also I put down bark mulch. Usually I get a chip drop, so I put down bark mulch all over the homestead because it's too shady and dry for grass. So all that bark mulch and that rabbit manure, and then the chickens have been scratching it all season. It's worked into a really nice compost, really, that we're gonna add to top dress the fall garden. All right, let's get busy. Let's do this. helping me, buddy? Homestead high five. Yes. This morning I'm out here in the garden and it's supposed to rain the next few days. So it's a great time to plant what little I do have of fall winterish vegetables. They got kind of a beating. Yeah, I had them outside hardening off. And there's that moment when your spouse says, let's take shelter, there's a tornado warning. And you say, wait, I have left my seeds outside. And he pulls you in the bathroom anyway. Yeah. Thankful for my level-headed spouse. If you hadn't heard, we had some tornadoes in Dallas. Still cleaning up the damage, not at our property, but you know, around us in the city. Places got hit pretty hard. So several schools leveled. My favorite garden center, North Haven Gardens, was completely destroyed. So rebuilding in Dallas. But I am starting out planting my fall winter things very, very late because I was sick. So first, I have to till my garden bed. Now when I say till, I mean what I do is really just fork the soil up, just loosen it up, because I do the no-till method because that tilling disturbs the microbiome in the soil, and really it's good just to leave that and keep building my soil, because soil is the whole foundation of the garden and the most important thing. So I'm gonna fork this bed and then get to planting. And then come on rain, my favorite garden helper is here with me. Hey Broom, gosh, it feels good to get out here, huh? Okay.
It's clear to see from up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
This is the fun part of gardening that I love. Sometimes I can get so focused on the projects. And then my father says, he taps me on the shoulder and says, are we having fun yet? Don't forget we started this because it was fun. So yeah, this is the sweet spot of gardening. Listening to the birds, out here in the coolness of fall, starting some food. So today I'm starting beets, Swiss chard, spinach, carrots, lettuce. Lots of fun fall stuff, cool season stuff. And I will cover it and take it on into winter because I'm a little late with my fall garden, but that's okay. Hey, better late than never. And it'll do great covered. You never know how our winter is gonna be. It might be really mild. So we'll see.
To be